Welcome to RK Tutorials Solutions to Engineering Mechanics by S. Timoshenko, 5th edition. In this tutorial, we will discuss problem set to 2.4 and problem number 2.63. Three smooth spheres of weights R, P, and Q are placed in a smooth trench as shown in figure T. Find the pressures exerted on the walls and floor at the points of contact A, B, C, and D. The following numerical data are given. P is equal to zero point 0.3 kilonewtons, Q is equal to zero point 0.6 kilonewtons, R is 0.3 kilonewtons, R1 zero point 0.4 meters, R2 zero point 0.6 meters, R3 zero point 0.4 meters, and alpha is equal to 30 degrees. That means three cylinders P, Q, and R are placed in a trough like this. Our interest is to find their reaction forces at A, B, C, and D. So for that, we will analyze the sphere by sphere. First, I will consider the sphere P. What are the various forces acting at P? There are three forces. Of course, the first force is the self weight P. Next force is the reaction from the wall. So let this value is Ra, and then reaction by the sphere Q on sphere P. So this is along the line joining of the two spheres P and Q. So this reaction I will consider as Rpq. There are three forces. Now let's transfer all these three forces onto a separate xy plane for easy analysis. So this is P, this is Ra, and this is Rpq. Clearly we can see P is vertical, Ra is horizontal, but Rpq is an inclined force. So let us try to find the angle made by this Rpq. For that, look at this. I am constructing a small right angle triangle here. So I am first drawing a vertical line passing through the center of sphere P and another horizontal line passing through Q center line. Now I can see a right angle triangle here. That this line makes an angle theta with the horizontal. This distance is equal to R1 plus R2. Given that R1 is 0.4 meters, R2 is 0.6 meters. So this value is 0.4 plus 0.6, that is equal to 1. Coming to this horizontal distance, you know the total distance is R2 and you know this distance is R1. Hence the horizontal distance becomes R2 minus R1, that is 0.6 minus 0.4, which gives the value of 0.2. By using this right angle triangle, I can find the value of theta. So cos theta is equal to the adjacent side 0.2 divided by the hypotenuse, that is 1. Hence I will get theta is equal to 78.46. That means this RPQ makes an angle 78.46 with the horizontal. Now there are three forces. I can use sine rule. According to the sine rule, P divided by angle between the other two forces Ra and Rpq. This angle is equal to 101.54 because 180 minus 78.46, which gives the value of 101.54. Similarly, Ra divided by angle between these two forces. So this is 90 plus 78.46, that is 168.46. And Rpq divided by angle between these two forces is 90. Hence, I can find the value of Ra and Rpq by substituting the corresponding value. I know that P is equal to 0.3 kilonewtons. By substituting, I can find Ra is equal to 0.061 kilonewtons or 61 newtons, and Rpq is equal to, by taking these two expressions, I can find Rp is equal to 0.306 kilonewtons, which will be useful in solving the other spheres. Let us consider the sphere R. Let us try to find the various forces acting on the sphere R. Of course, the first force is the self-weight R. Next one is the reaction from the trough. So here I will put this reaction as RD. And the reaction by roller Q on roller R. So this is along the line joining of these two centers. This I will put a name of RQ. There are three forces. This I will try to transfer onto separate XY plane. Here you can see this force is perpendicular to the surface and the line joining of these two is also inclined. Hence, I will take my x and y axis are like this, which are parallel to this inclined trough and perpendicular to inclined trough. So my x axis I will consider like this and my y axis I will consider like this, so that I can analyze this problem very easily. You can also take your x axis and y axis, but accordingly you need to find the angles made by these two forces. But if I consider my x-axis and my y-axis like this, then it is somewhat easy to identify the angles made by these two forces. Now I am transferring all these three forces onto that xy plane. Look at this. So this is my RD. RD is perpendicular to this trough. That's why this is along this one. And RRQ is along this one. And capital R is vertical. Now, I would like to find the angle made by R and RQ with either x-axis and y-axis. Clearly, we can see this line makes an angle alpha with the horizontal. Hence, this line makes a same angle alpha with the perpendicular to the trough. So, R makes an angle alpha with the vertical. Next, I would like to find the angle made by RRQ. For that, I am going to construct a small right angle triangle. Look at that. So I am just drawing a line perpendicular to this trough passing through Q, and I am drawing a line parallel to this trough passing through this origin. Here I can find a right angle triangle here. So this is the advantage by considering x and y axis parallel to this trough. Now, you know this distance. This is nothing but R2 plus R3. R2 and R3 values are known. Let this angle is. Now, we know this distance. This is R2 plus R3. So, which is nothing but 0.6 plus 0.4, that is equal to 1. And also you can find this distance. Clearly, this is the radius. This is the radius of second sphere R2, and this is the radius of third sphere R3. Hence, this distance is R2 minus R3, 0.4, 0.6 minus 0.4, which gives the value of 0.2. Hence, I can find the value of beta. So here you can find this angle is beta, that is RRQ makes an angle beta with the x-axis. Now sin beta is equal to 0.2 by 1, or beta is equal to 11.54. Now here also I can find three forces. All three forces are meeting at a particular point and divergent. So I can apply sine rule. So according to the sine rule, R divided by sine of angle between these two forces, that is 90 plus 11.54. And RRQ divided by angle between these two forces, that is 180 minus alpha. Alpha is given as 30. 180 minus 30, which is equal to 150. And RD divided by angle between these two forces. So this is equal to, this is alpha plus 90 minus beta. Because this angle is 90 minus beta and this is alpha. That is 30 plus 90 minus 11.54, which gives the value of 108.46. Now, substituting the corresponding values, R value is given as 0.3. So 0.3 divided by 0.98 is equal to RRQ by 0.5 and RD divided by 0.95. By considering these two expressions, I can find the value of RD, that is 0.291 kilonewtons, or it is 291 newtons. Similarly, by taking these two expressions, I can find the value of RQ, and that value is 0.153 kilonewtons. Now, we will move on to the last sphere, that is Q. Let us see what are the various forces acting on the last sphere Q. The first force is self-weight Q. Next one is the reaction from C, that is RC. Next from E is the reaction given by roller R onto Q. So this I will put the name RQR, which is nothing but RRQ. RRQ value we calculated by considering the R sphere. So this value is already known. Reaction from the vertical wall. So this value is RB. And then reaction by roller P on roller Q. So this I will consider as RQP, which is nothing but RPQ. RPQ value also we calculated while we are analyzing the sphere P. So this value is also known. Now total 5 forces are acting on the sphere Q. Here also I will consider the x-axis like this and y-axis like this. Let us transfer all these 5 forces onto x and y axis, which are parallel to this inclined trough and perpendicular to inclined trough. Look at this, I am transferring all the forces. All the forces are transferred. Now RC is perpendicular to the trough, hence this is like this. And RB is horizontal, Q is vertical, and RQP and RQR forces are also indicated. Clearly, we know this Q makes an angle alpha with this y-axis. Q makes an angle alpha with the y-axis. And RB is horizontal. Hence, RB makes an angle alpha with the x-axis. Next, just similar to the previous analysis, I am constructing a line parallel to this, and I am constructing a line parallel to this, and this angle makes an angle beta. So this is what we discussed. Here also, this RQR makes an angle beta with the x-axis. Similarly, we have one more force. Now look at this. Just similar to the analysis of the sphere P, I am constructing a triangle here, and this angle is theta. This is what we discussed. That means the angle between RQP and RB. This is RQP and RB. RB is horizontal. RQP and RB. So this angle is theta. And let this angle is gamma. What is this angle? Angle between the x-axis and the RQP. Let this angle is gamma. We know all these values. Beta value we calculated 11.54. Alpha value is given as 30. And theta value is given as 78.54. So gamma value I can consider. This total angle is 180. 180 minus theta minus alpha. Hence, gamma is equal to 180 minus of 78.54 plus 30, which gives the value of 74.46. Let us try to resolve all these forces along x-axis and y-axis. Now, first RC, you need not to resolve. Now, RB makes an angle alpha with the x-axis, hence it is RB cos alpha and it is RB sin alpha. Next, Q makes an angle alpha with the y-axis, hence vertical component, hence the y component is Q cos alpha, horizontal component is Q sin alpha. And then RQR makes an angle beta with the x-axis, hence it is RQR cos beta and this is RQR sin beta. And there is one more force, that is RQP. RQP makes an angle gamma with the x-axis, hence it is RQP cos gamma and it is RQP sin gamma. So these are the forces. Now let us apply the equilibrium equation sigma fx is equal to 0 and sigma fy is equal to 0. First I will consider sigma fx is equal to 0. Now RB cos alpha value as 30. Hence RB cos 30 is equal to Q sin alpha plus RQR cos beta plus RQP cos gamma. Let us substitute all these values now. RB cos 30 is equal to Q value is given as 0.6, alpha value is given as 30. So 0.6 sin 30 plus RQR. This value we calculated as 0.153. Hence, I can substitute that value 0.153 into cos, beta value is 11.54. Similarly, RQP value I calculated as 0.306. So 0.306 into cos, gamma value is 71.46. So upon simplification, you will get RB value is equal to 635 newtons. Similarly, if we consider sigma Fy is equal to 0, Rc plus RQR sin beta is equal to Rb sin alpha plus Q cos alpha plus RQP sin gamma. Let us substitute the required values. RQR value we just calculated previously, so that is 0.153 I used. And remaining all other values, also we know RB value, just now I calculated 635. Q value is given. RQP value we calculated earlier and that value is 0.306. And alpha, beta, gamma, all values are known. So by substituting all these values and upon simplification, I will get RC is equal to 1100 newtons. The answers are RA is equal to 61 newtons, RB is equal to 635 newtons, RC 1100 newtons, and RD 291